Hey guys, Lookfolk here and welcome to another FIFA 21 SBC video. It is Sunday at 7:30, the new time now for content to be released, which I personally actually really don't mind at all. And we have been given a player moments, Paulo Dybala, which is very interesting. I wasn't actually too sure what EA were going to do today because at 6 PM we actually got content. We got the kit SBC, and then I assumed maybe EA have reverted back to the 6 PM content. I don't know. I wish EA would just be a little bit more clearer on this. Is the 7:30 content just going to remain throughout Team of the Year? I personally hope that the 7:30 UK time player SBC content stays in place because it actually suits me a lot more. But this part of the Dybala clock's absolutely insane. Obviously, with the Team of the Year midfielders which came out today, we'll have a look and see if anyone else came out in a second. And we will have a look at the moments Dybala in a second, who, by the way, looks absolutely incredible. I did see, because of the fact that midfielders came out today at 6 PM, a few people were saying that we might get with the fact that we got Ribery for the attack as a flashback Ribery, maybe we might get like a Kante today or like a Frankie de Jong or something like that. But they might do it tomorrow potentially, but they have given us this Moments Dybala. And if you guys are running Serie A teams, or maybe you've got yourself a Cristiano Ronaldo lying about in your club, then there might be a lot of incentive to go and do this SBC because he looks fantastic. And he has two segments. We'll have a look at his in-game stats in a second. So it's going to be an 84 rated. Wow, that is very, very good. I mean, that's fantastic value for money straight off the bat. An 84 rated squad. It would make sense to build into a Serie A team because of the fact that you need a Juve player. Maybe build two Serie A teams because this one also requires a Serie A player with a team looking at an 85 rated squad. That's fantastic value for money. That is absolutely fantastic. Unless this card has got something completely wrong with him on the in-game stats, which I can't see there being many problems with him at all. He looks great. So what did he get this card for? Celebrating his superb assist combination for a brilliant goal in the Coppa Italia 1920. I believe the Coppa Italia is like the domestic cup, isn't it, for the for Italian football? But let's have a look at his in-game stats. So okay, 3-star weak foot isn't great. 4-star skill moves. But still not the end of the world for what he requires. I mean, listen, 3-star weak foot's not going to be the meta or anything like that, but it's not like it's a 2-star weak foot. He's still going to be usable, put it that way. It might make more sense. I know his base is a centre forward, but on his base stats, I'd be playing him as a cam. Although I reckon he could work as a striker. So pace is superb. His finishing, I mean, his shooting all round is good. It's very good. It's not like insane, but it's well rounded. 85 shot power, 87 finishing. His long shots and volleys are superb. His passing is out of this world. It's absolutely brilliant. That's why I play him as a cam. And then you look at his dribbling. There's nothing wrong with his dribbling at all. His passing and dribbling is up there with the very best. You know what? I want to compare this card with Team of the Year Kevin De Bruyne. Like, I really, really want to. We'll do that in a second. Stamina's fine. Lacks a little bit on physicality, but not the end of the world for Dybala. And great player traits in flair, outside foot shot, and finesse shot. This card's worth doing. The only slight problem with him is the fact that he's got a 3-star weak foot. And that is it. Everything else is fantastic. And that is great value for money. And this is the team that I'm thinking of building. My plans to get Team of the Year Kimmich, and Team of the Year Kimmich looks absolutely insane. Fernandes looks amazing. De Bruyne looks a little bit disappointing now as a Team of the Year card. But before we do that comparison between Dybala and Team of the Year De Bruyne, what do we have in just Serie A strikers and cams in general? Of course, you got Cristiano Ronaldo, who you could get a great link to there with Dybala if you already have a Ronaldo in your club. And obviously Ronaldo is going to be by far the best striker available in the Serie A. Then you have the team in the group stage, Immobile. I believe this is an inform Lukaku. It's a rule breakers Lukaku who looks pretty good. And then you don't really have too many options. I mean, Lautaro Martinez isn't too bad. But I would certainly argue that, I mean, that Dybala would probably, I know his natural position isn't as a striker, but you could play him as a striker if you wanted to. However, I do think his best position is as a cam. And in regards to cams, one of them does spring to mind, and that is the Adriano Gomez, who I did review and was very, very impressed by. So let's compare the Adriano Gomez to that Paulo Dybala. I still think, even if Gomez is slightly better, I still think for what that SBC requires, it's 100% worth doing. You guys might be doing lots of upgrade packs for Team of the Year when they eventually come. You might be just opening lots of packs in general, hoping to pack a Team of the Year for yourselves. And if you get those 84s and 85s into your club, then you can go ahead and craft this this Dybala card. And I don't think he's going to cost a ridiculous amount of coins. Even if you had to buy every single player, that card's going to be, what, maximum 300,000 coins, probably even less. And for the card that you're getting in return, listen, the Serie A isn't blessed with the most insane attackers in the game. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo's in there, is fantastic, but aside from Cristiano Ronaldo, there's not too many insane options. Okay, Lautaro Martinez is decent. Adriano Gomez is good. Lukaku's good, but there's only a few handful of players there. So Dybala's a really, really good inclusion. And I just want to get up that De Bruyne result. But first, let's compare between these two cards of Gomez and Dybala. So Dybala does have less pace, much better shooting, much better passing, much better. He's just a better card, isn't he? Now, is this a group stage or is this a road to the final? It's a team of the group stage. Okay, so that can't be increased in rating. So Dybala is the best cam in the Serie A, without a doubt, and he's the second best striker in the Serie A. So that already, to me, and probably to you guys as well, just shows that this card is fantastic in terms of value for money. Absolutely insane. Now, comparing him with Team of the Year De Bruyne, he's got 5 more pace, does have 6 less shooting and 6 less passing, has the same dribbling, a lot less defending, and a lot less physicality. But I tell you what, to have 5 better pace and the same dribbling, I mean, some people would say this is a really unfair comparison, but it just gives us an idea of how good. I mean, obviously De Bruyne is a better card, but this De Bruyne card, guys, bear in mind, costs over 3 million coins at the moment. This guy won't even cost 300,000 coins. And yes, he might not be quite on the level of a Kevin De Bruyne, but he's certainly much better value for money than a Kevin De Bruyne. And that's what you've got to bear in mind sometimes. Not who's necessarily the best player, who's the better value for money. And I'm telling you guys right now, Dybala is much better value for money, in my opinion, than what a Kevin De Bruyne Team of the Year card is. Although having said that, 5-star weak foot on a KDB is certainly very nice as well. And I'm not saying this is a bad card, 100% isn't, because he's fantastic. But for what he requires, Dybala is fantastic value for money. Well, before we finish this video, we'll see if we were given anything in objectives. We were given something at 6 p.m, like a Team of the Year Dragon Tifo, so I doubt they would have added anything. And it doesn't look like they have, and they haven't. But that Dybala card is great value for money. It doesn't really fit into my team, but let me guys know in the comment section whether you're going to be doing that player moments Dybala, because I think he's absolutely brilliant. If you've got a Serie A team, you really need to consider doing him. I myself would play him as a cam. I could understand people wanting to play him as a striker as well, though, but I do think a cam is the best position for this guy. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.